Good afternoon, Mr. Rodriguez.
Afternoon.
And so we are here today, Mr. Rodriguez, because of a breach of contract by a company you work for, Hughes Aircraft. Is that correct?
Yes.
And do you believe that, in fact, there was a breach of contract?
Yes.
And do you believe that there was a breach of contract because of the Magniflux testing
Yes.
not being done in the helicopters in Mexico?
That's correct.
Is it true that the cabins were scanned? Is it true that the cabins for the helicopters in the Mexico project were scanned in Emery City
That's true.
with Magniflux testing, correct?
Yes.
And is it true that when you're asked about suggesting alternative once the helicopters were put together in Mexico, you were asked about suggesting the alternative to the Magniflux testing. You suggested that fluorescent testing would work as well?
I said it would work, but that it probably wasn't appropriate for the Screaming Eagles.
But isn't it true that you suggested that as an alternative? You suggested the fluorescent testing would be an alternative to Magniflux testing.
I did.
Is it true that in fact you believed at some point that Magniflux testing is equivalent, like the fluorescent testing is equivalent to Magniflux testing, and in fact Magniflux testing is a waste of money? And is that true?
I may have thought that at one time.
Okay. And you're here today because you believe you're trying to do the right thing. Is that correct?
Yes.
And there's no other alternative motives of you coming forward?
No.
Is it true that one of the officers on board of the helicopter in the Mexico crash was related to you?
Yes.
Is it true in fact that it's a close cousin of yours?
Yes, that's true.
No further questions.